Hi everybody, I'm Myra and welcome to my channel. My son recently turned 17. Let me go back. When he turned 16, I thought he would just be dying to get his learner's permit. He didn't seem quite interested in it. After a few times I asked, his dad asked, we just figured we'd leave it alone. And sure enough, he turned 17 and he decided it was time for him to learn how to drive. Recently went and got his learner's permit, and yeah, we started learning how to drive. Said, Mommy, can you teach me how to drive? I was like, oh, my baby wants me to teach him how to drive. How did we get here? I mean, 17 years went by so quickly. No problem, we're going to start. Let's do this. We get into the vehicle and I say, you know what? Before we start, before you turn, you put that, key in the ignition and turn, let's introduce you to the vehicle. This is the vehicle. You've been riding the passenger seat for the longest while. Now you're in the driver's seat. It looks a little bit different when you're here. We have this, turn signals, wiper blades, heating, air conditioning, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing because as you are teaching, you are also being taught. I learned a few things about the vehicle and about myself as I'm going through this process. So I'm showing him here, this is it, this does this, the rear, the this, the that, the lights, the blah, blah, blah. Of course, he says, so what does this do? And I'm looking at whatever button he's pointing to, and I'm like, you don't need it. It's okay. Because I don't know what it does. I've never even noticed that button. But sure enough, he would notice that button and ask me. He practices, fiddles around, oh, like this, like that. Okay. Now, let's get ready. Your foot is on the brake and take off the emergency brake. Let's turn on the ignition. So we're in a big empty parking lot. It's just him and the big empty parking lot. Press on the gas. Let's go. Pressing on the gas and we start. Okay, you're going too fast, too fast, too fast. Okay, brake, brake, brake. And then anybody who has ever taught anybody how to drive knows that stop, knows that brake. And he turns and he says, sorry. I'm like, okay. So we start again and he's going, okay, ease up on the gas. Okay, now brake, make a right, make a left. First time he was rough, but that's okay. The second time I noticed a change in him. He was comfortable. He just seemed like, okay, I got this. And I noticed a change in myself. I was a little bit more relaxed. I was still talking and I was talking, giving direction. I found I was a lot more relaxed as well. And now we've been out several times, subsequent times. And I find each time we do it, it just gets better and better. Like any skill, you get better and better with experience and practice. But as I've been doing this, I've been thinking to myself, it's really interesting. I think you're just teaching somebody how to drive. You're teaching somebody how to do something. But as the teacher, as the educator, you need to come with some stuff. Number one, you need to be trusting. We're getting behind the wheel of a vehicle. Not only do I need to trust him, he's got to trust me. He's trusting me to know what to do in case of emergency, to know what to do, period. And he's trusting me to teach him the right things to do. I'm trusting him to not kill us. Yeah, I'm trusting him to not kill us. And I got to trust myself to know that I know what to do in case of an emergency. I'm there to support him. This is big. Learning how to drive is very, very big. And I need to be able to support him in whatever way I can and encourage him, not to belittle him or to make him anxious, not to yell or to just point out the faults. I'll definitely tell him what he did incorrectly, but I'll also tell him, and I do tell him, what he did correctly. That's how you support somebody. Point out, hey, perhaps you could have done it like this, but you know what? That was really good. So I've definitely learned to do that. What else have I learned about patience? Patience. Yeah, you gotta be patient. Kids learning how to drive, man, just gotta chill. They're not gonna get it right the first time. They're not gonna get it right the 100th time. How many times have you gotten on the road with licensed drivers? You see how many not so bright people there are on the road? and they're fully licensed, hopefully. I notice when I tell him, oh, do this, do that, his response always is, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And initially I got annoyed at that because it was like, well, if you know, then why aren't you doing it? And then I realized that's his form of, okay. So when I hear the yeah, I know, I chill about it. It's like, yeah, okay. You got to relax. Once you notice that, hey, they've got it, just relax. So initially, I'd be given direction after direction, got to hear, you got to put direction after direction. After a while, I thought, Meyer, you can't continue doing that. Just relax. It's a long strip of road. Just let them drive. And as you allow them to do that, as you relax, they relax. And as you just allow them to take the wheel and to go, what happens is they catch their own mistakes. There's been many times when he's like, yeah, I know I could have done that better. Yeah, I know, mommy, I could have done that better. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Okay. All right, we got this. It's been going well. He definitely has to go to driving school. That's where they teach all the technical stuff, because I'm sure I'm even teaching some of my mistakes. I'm trying to catch it. But we have been doing well. If you have a teenager or somebody's going to be a teenager soon who is going to be learning how to drive, you are the person they are going to be coming to. Remember, you got to come with some stuff. You got to come with some trust, some support, some patience, and you just got to relax. You got to chill. Just chill. And it'll all be good. You'll see. So there you have it. My teen is learning how to drive, and those are some of the things that I've learned about myself and about them. Have you ever taught anybody how to drive? Do you have any pointers? If you do, share it down below. And while you're there, like and subscribe. And hey, hit that notification bell. Why not? Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye.